Sometimes on those really cold nights, you want some home comfort. And if you have some cold rice pre-cooked, why not? In a matter of minutes, literally in under 2 minutes, I will teach you how to make this comforting Meethe Chawal. And to make the comfort even more so, I'm going to cook this in the same mug as the one that I'm going to eat it in. So into this mug, I have put in a small stick of cinnamon. I'm putting in one green cardamom or hari elaichi. And these are the flavors that we want in our Meethe Chawal. In addition to that, I'm putting in about 1/4 of a teaspoon of sauf or fennel seeds. Now let's bring some sweetness into this. I'm using a half teaspoon measure. So I'm going to put 4 of these half teaspoons, making it 2 total teaspoons of white sugar and the same amount of brown sugar, which is very easily available overseas. Now, normally you would use gur instead of brown sugar, but I don't think you'll be able to get gur or jaggery very easily overseas. And this has a very similar flavor profile, so it'll work perfectly. I'm also going to add in 5 to 6 raisins at this stage because they're going to plump up nicely when I heat all this together with water. About 1 tablespoon of water, and that is all we're going to need. Now I'm going to pop this mug into my microwave for about 30 seconds. I'm using a 850 watt microwave over here, which is what you're likely to have in your hall of residences or in the flats that you guys will rent. If you find that the microwave you're using is of a higher wattage or of a lower wattage, all you need to do is adjust the cooking time in inverse proportion. Now, while we're waiting for that, let me just chop up some almonds. And I want to show you these toasted coconut flakes, which are also delicious when added to these Meethe Chawal. Okay, so let's chop these almonds. And you'll see when I chop it with the tip of my knife, they jump all over the place. So always use the end of your blade, which is closest to the handle, and your almonds or any other dry fruit that you're chopping will not fly around. Okay, let's pull this out. Lovely. So you can see over here that the liquid is now bubbling away. And if you see, our raisins are nice and plump in it now. So to this, I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder. Now this is hari elaichi powder. I'm going to give this a nice mix. And to this, I'm also going to add in our cold cooked rice. Now these can be straight from the refrigerator. They don't need to be brought to room temperature or anything. These are basically just leftovers from when you may have cooked for something else. Let's add in all those chopped almonds as well. And now what I'm going to do is just add in a teaspoonful of oil. Now, if you have ghee, by all means add ghee into this because that gives it a really delicious flavor. And I'm just going to mix this up really nicely, but with a light hand, because I want that liquid to coat all of my rice and also put in all the flavor of the cardamom and the spices and everything into each bite of the Meethe Chawal. So that done, we're going to pop this back into the microwave for another 30 seconds. And if you do the math over here, really it was 30 seconds of cooking earlier, 30 seconds of cooking now, and maybe another 30 seconds of organizing everything, mixing everything, chopping the almonds. And really in this 1.5 minutes, you're going to get yourself a supreme bowl of comfort. Also, you may wonder at this stage that why I haven't added the coconut in. So you must understand this is already toasted coconut, and when you microwave something, it cooks from the inside out, which means that the oils would have gotten released into your Meethe Chawal, and it would have had an overpowering flavor of coconut oil in it, which we don't want. So as you can see, everything is nicely absorbed into the rice and it is nice and warm. And I'm just going to top this with those coconut flakes, which are going to be yummy and crunchy, but will not give an overpowering flavor. Look at that.